contestant is Muppa. She's a regional science Olympiad winner, a Ghana national dance winner. Her hobbies are classical dance and flute. She's in 7th grade and attends Meads Mill Middle School. Let's all welcome Manu.
Now before I get started, I'm going to give you 3 clues, and let's see who can guess my personality. Number 1, she was shot at the age of 15, but still survived. Number 2, her favorite thing in the whole entire world is education and school. Number 3, she was the only female Pakistani to win the Nobel Peace Prize. Any guesses?
Malala.
The brave, the courageous, Malala Yousafzai. Hello everyone, my name is Muppa, and I'm a 7th grader at Meads Mill Middle School. But enough about me, let's take a bumpy ride and learn about Malala's amazing life story. She didn't care if they were going to shoot her. She still wanted to go to school. Along with many other honorary awards, she accepted the Nobel Peace Prize, the Shorty Award for Teen Hero, and the United Nations Prize in the field of human rights. Now let's see how it all started. Her birth, family, and childhood. Malala Yousafzai became the princess of Turpeikai and Zayuddin Yousafzai on July 12, 1997 in Swat Valley, Mingora, Pakistan. She was born in a little straw hut that was their house at the time. Malala has 2 younger brothers named Kushal and Atul. Kushal Public School is a school that Zayuddin, her father, found himself. When Malala was a baby, she would crawl around the school and into empty classrooms and pretend that she was the teacher. So she was already into education at the age of 1. The thing that Malala loves, works for, and is most passionate about, her education. Malala went to Kushal Public School until her 8th grade. It was her father's dream to have his children go to a school that he built himself. Malala was one of the very lucky girls whose parents let them take on an educational life. In all of Kushal Public School, there were only 15 girls, including Malala. Now let's see how this little baby girl turned into this inspiring and amazing woman, her youth life. Malala was at the top of her class every year, and she was a very bright student. But this all stopped when a group of people named the Taliban started taking over the Swat Valley. The Taliban said that the girls may not go to school and that only the boys could. But of course, Malala refused the orders given by the Taliban and still went to school. But one day on the bus ride home, a Taliban man stepped on board and yelled, "Who is Malala? Who is Malala?" All their heads turned towards her. He shot 3 bullets. The first one went through Malala's left eye socket and out under her left shoulder. The other 2 went through her friends sitting next to her. She was immediately admitted into the SWAT hospital, but they did not have enough equipment, so she was then airlifted to Birmingham, England, where she was admitted and given an immense amount of care. Now, wonderful quote said by Malala. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. Now let's see what makes Malala such an inspiring and amazing woman. Her work life. Malala's official work name is a human rights activist and advocate for children. So she basically stands up for all those kids in the world who don't have the basic right of education. But before that, she was a BBC blogger under the name of Gul Mackay. She described her life living under the Taliban. She has visited over 50 countries, including Nigeria, Kenya, Jordan, Lebanon, and Sierra Leone to provide a free, safe, and quality education for children across the globe. She didn't think this was enough, so she started the Malala Fund and the Malala Campaign and has brought them both to a global level. Now let's take a quick peek at Malala's personal life. As I explained before, she is just 19 years old, so she is not married, nor does she have any children. Though Malala was a kind and generous girl, she too can make the deadly mistakes. When she was little, she stole a toy from Shazia, her best friend. And as she was growing up, she accepted death threats from the Taliban, but did not take them seriously, nor did she obey them. This made it easy for the men on the bus to find and differentiate Malala from all the other girls. And also, as one of her careers as Gul Mackay, she showed some stuff that could have revealed her true identity. Now I bet that most celebrities will not have a career without this criticism. People back in SWAT are still not satisfied in what Malala did. Some say that there is no one such as Malala and that she wasn't shot and that people are making a big deal out of nothing. Others claim that she does not deserve the right of getting the attention that she is today. Surprisingly, people even encourage the Taliban to target her again. People also sent her letters saying swear words and hate towards her. Though Malala has taken great awards and love from most of the world, she has been rejected a couple of times as well. She was a nominee at the Nobel Peace Prize Awards in 2013, but she was rejected and she did not win. People all over the world also reject Malala because they think that she does not deserve the right of getting the attention that she is today, and that she has to put more effort into being an activist. But despite mistakes, criticism, and rejection, Malala also has outstanding achievements. Firstly, she has created and developed the Malala Fund, which over 3 million people signed. Next, the United Nations declared July 12th as National Malala Day. After that, she has also written an autobiography titled I Am Malala, the girl who stood up for education and was shot by the Taliban. Her book was the #1 seller on Amazon, as of 2014. And lastly, the most painful one of all, she survived a gunshot made by a Taliban man. During her career, Malala has received over 25 awards, but I will name a few. She was the youngest person at the age of 17 to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. Along with Kailash Satyarthi, she was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize on October 10, 2014. Along with the Nobel Peace Prize, she has also received the Sakharov Award, the Shorty Award for a Teen Hero, and the United Nations Prize in the field of human rights. Why did I choose her? Malala has inspired me not in one, but many ways. Her left side of her face does not work. She cannot smile properly and her left ear is completely damaged. But she still forgives that man who shot her. She said if they put that man in front of her and give her a gun, she would dare never to put her hand on the trigger. Living in a country like the United States, we take the right of going to school for granted. Whereas countries like Pakistan and Afghanistan, they restrict girls from going to school. And Malala fights for these girls. That inspired me so much. Confidence class has taught me so much. Now I know how to control my anxiety and, of course, how to be confident. Confidence comes from me, the people around me, and my achievements. This is a dialogue that I found very meaningful and inspiring. Firstly, I would like to thank Miss Rubin for taking time off of your very busy schedule to judge me and my fellow classmates' speeches. Next, Vidyani. She has taught me so much and given me the best suggestions and advice. After that, my family and my mentor for helping and supporting me. And last, but most definitely not the least, all of you for coming and watching me speak today. Let's all pick up a book and a pen, and let's all appreciate that we have the wonderful right of education. And I hope that you learned something new today. Thank you. So the signatures represent, so the Pakistan government declined her offer for starting a business like that. And so they said that if a lot of people agree with it, we will agree with it as well. So she went around and asked people and they signed because they liked the idea that she had. And her idea was charity work. Malala Fund is a charity and it provides a free, safe, and quality education as well.
And is there any evidence to suggest that education for girls in Pakistan has gotten better since Malala's injury?
Not really, because the Taliban are still there, and they're still restricting for girls to go to school.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next statement from that side.
Where is Malala now?
She is right now living in Birmingham, England, because if she goes back to Pakistan, the Taliban will definitely target her again. So she is trying to stay away from them.
One from this side.
Yes? Okay.
So, does Malala still visit her town or does she stay away from it?
She stays away from it because if she goes back,